I'm the girl who loves the sea. It calls me.
Sanibonani nonke bantwana basemakhosini. This video is about one aspect that might not be super well known or talked about openly in the idea of possessing a marine spirit. So, possessing a marine spirit, when I speak of a marine spirit, I'm talking about Nzuza Child. I'm talking about all kinds of marine spirits. There's quite a lot of marine spirits in the ocean. Okay, so what is that one thing that is not well known about? It's this. Possessing this spirit could lead to a deep internal struggle between a person's own identity and the influence of the spirit. Okay, when we're saying this, it means you end up not knowing, okay, what is it your own thoughts? Is it your own doing? Is it the influence of the spirit? Because the spirit is very influential. Okay, so let's talk about the concept of being possessed by a marine spirit and the internal struggle that can occur. Let's talk about the internal struggle. You see, when a person is possessed by a marine spirit, they may experience internal conflicts between their own identity and the influence of the spirit, as I've said. This can manifest in a tug of war between your own thoughts and your emotions and your desires and of those of the spirit. So this person may struggle to see the difference between their own thoughts and their own feelings, leading to feeling confused, orientation, and a loss of control. So the thing is, when you're having an internal struggle, bantwana bedlozi, you don't know, you suddenly having these feelings, you suddenly having these emotions, you end up being confused, you end up, being not in control of yourself anymore, because you don't know how to tell if this is the influence from the spirit. Is it an influence from my own thought? You end up not knowing what is it that needs to. So this is something that it's mostly not spoke of in possessing a marine spirit. Remember, a marine spirit, it's something that is powerful. It has elements of nature, the depths of the ocean, the tides, the mysteries of the ocean, and a lot more wisdom when it comes to things in life, in nature. The spirit has a lot of that. Remember, the ocean goes around the world, so they have more knowledge on a lot of things. So the spirit is very manipulative. Firstly, I must say, it's very manipulative in a lot of things. The spirit wants you to do exactly what the spirit wants, and in some cases they may not consider your own feelings. In some cases they may not consider as to how it's gonna end for you in that case. In some cases they don't. So it really depends on the nature of your spirit. You get a spirit that is very short-tempered. You get a spirit that is very calm, good listener. And so you must understand, as we are people as well, we have different personalities. Same goes with the spirits as well. They have different types of personalities. So you need to understand, it's very important to understand the nature of your spirit. So having said that, the spirits can influence you in many ways through your desires, your emotions, as I've said, your thoughts. Then you suddenly don't understand which is that of your own or the spirit's influence. It can be good. It can be good things. It can be bad things at the same time. Remember that. Good things, they might make you to feel or want you to do something that you have been prolonging or taking too long to do for yourself, but they can actually push you into that goal because they know that, no man, things are aligning for you, but you are not aware because maybe you are lazy, maybe you are arrogant. Ziningi izinto ezisuke zenza ukuthi you don't fully pay attention to other things. Maybe you are too usukhathele, you tired, like I'm asking for that. But now this is the time when things are starting to align for you, but you're not paying attention, and you having those thoughts of feeling, hey, let me do 1 2 3, but you're like, I've been doing this for some time, what did I gain from that? But it's now the time where everything for you is aligning. So the spirits will put thoughts, will put feelings, will put all of those things that you can't even ignore, because they're trying to put out this good thing that is needed to come out, you see. So sometimes they can manifest or influence you in doing other things which are good as well. You're doing good for other people. There's quite a lot of things that the spirits can influence you into doing, and they are bad spirits as well. Remember, in the depths of the marine, there are also bad marine spirits as well. So if you possess a bad marine spirits as well, you will know. You definitely know, because you will feel different. You'll feel unique. You will feel a thirst for blood. You will feel a thirst for to harm others and yourself as well. There's a lot of signs that will show you that you possess the bad spirit, and then that spirit can actually influence you to harming other people, to harming yourself. Suddenly we have this urge that I just want to kill the family, kill my kids, kill my husband, kill my wife, or whatever. And then when you snap out of it, then when the police are there or whoever, they ask, oh, why did you do that? You don't even know why. Because it was the influence of the marine spirit. It's a bad spirit that fits through blood, that fits through souls. So when you're doing all of these things, when the spirit is influencing you to do all of these things, you are actually feeding the spirit's energy, you feeding the power, you feeding everything that the spirit requires to remain powerful. But you are not aware. You're busy killing, you're busy doing all of these things. There's bloodshed and everything. And you're not aware that you're doing all of those things, because it's an influence from the spirits, because that's how they gain their power, through souls, through blood, and all of those things. So those are also influenced from a bad marine entity. So you need to understand that they not all good. So there are bad ones as well, and the bad ones, there are people who possess those spirits as well. So other than that, having said that, I will discuss. Remember, when I teach all of those things, I'll be listening. The spirits will tell me a lot of things. I'll sit down, I'll have my notebook, then they'll tell me, the ancient wisdom, a lot of things, wisdom, knowledge that I can teach you guys as well. So some things, my notes will be scribbled up, because by the time when they're talking, I need to go fast as I can, because it may not be one who's talking at the same time. There may be 2 or 3 or 4. They are all talking at the same time. So please bear with me if I was supposed to start with this and then start with this. So as I've explained, the internal struggle, that it will be your thoughts, your feelings, your desires, your emotions, where you're having a tug of war between yourself. Now, let's not forget also that it's a good thing to have marine spirits, okay? Because we do have good spirits. It's also a good thing to have a bad one as well. One can have a bad marine spirit and also a good marine spirit as well, because the bad one will only manifest when you need a very, very deep protection. Okay, that one again, when they protect bandla, they destroy. When someone harms you, when someone does something bad to you or whatever, they will kill. There will be bloodshed, because they feed through that blood. They feed through the fear and all of those things from that person. So that is why most of the time you don't awake. If you have the good and the bad, you don't awake that spirit anytime anyway. The good one can still provide protection as well. But the bad one only comes through when it's a life and death threatening situation, where they will come, they will destroy. there'll be bloodshed, there'll be people suffering, there'll be people in fear, there'll be people in pain. That spirit feeds through pain, it feeds through fear, it feeds through blood and all of those, those energies. So don't awaken that spirit anytime. So the good things about having a marine spirit, it's you connect with nature, the deep, and you get a deep understanding of the ocean, and with its mysteries and a lot of things. You are a person who will be given a lot of wisdom and knowledge, access to ancient wisdom and knowledge passed through to you from the spirit, because the spirit will teach you a lot of things. Hence I said marine spirits are very, very powerful when it comes to ancient wisdom. So especially if you have a universal spirit, the spirits will teach you a lot of things, will make you to understand even different types of cultures, or of how people do their things. Hey, the having the marine spirit as well will also assist you in your personal growth and your personal growth and development as well, because that's the nature of the spirits. That is why it's there for you. That is why it chose you, to to, to as a host. So they will make sure that you gain personal growth, man. That's why abantu abaningi umuntu azafuna ukuyothwala ngenzuza into angenayo, ufuna ukuyothwala ngenkosazane into angenayo, because they know that you gain all this personal growth and development from the spirit. But it's nice again to have that from something that chose you, rather than you going to people who will give you something else and tell you this is it. Yes, it's not. So there are people who lie to you and tell you that they are giving you inkosazana and yet they are not. And this thing starts to give you a problem. Isilwane bengithi isilwane ngikhuluma ngeyilwane mhlawumbe utikoloshe nento enja bakhovu end up having a problem. Also, possessing the spirit, it helps you with healing and protection. Okay, it will give you the abilities of healing and protection for others and for yourself as well, depending but on the nature of your spirit. Remember, not all marine spirits will give you healing properties, will give you protection properties. No, not all. It will depend on the nature of the spirit. As we are people, nathi singabantu, our personalities are not the same, our duties are not the same, our callings are not the same, our abilities are not the same. Same goes as well in that kingdom as well. They also, in the same way, not all of them are wealth spirits, not all of them are that spirit, not all of them. No, they come in different ways as well. Same goes us as people. So, however, there are also potential disadvantages as well to possess the marine spirits. Firstly, it's loss of control. Okay, the person may struggle with impulsivity of loss of control due to the spirit's influence. There are many things. Marine spirits can influence you to a lot of things where you starting to be out of control because you cannot control yourself anymore. Hence I said there are good spirits, there are bad spirits. Kuzoba khona nje umuntu who will possess a marine spirit. This marine spirit likes to sleep with men. You seeing yourself, suddenly you changing, you love men. You were not that person before. You suddenly seeing yourself, you love men. And when you in a relationship with a man, let me not say relationship, even a one night stand, you good. You can have a one night stand for the entire week, Monday to Sunday. You good, you okay. You'll be attractive. They'll change a lot of things about you. And you'll feel that I want men. I want men. That's a possession of a marine spirit. Another type of a marine spirit, where it's changing your personality. You're getting out of control now. You're getting out of control, that you're not considering a lot of things. You might go to a place where maybe you're drinking, you drink excessively, you lose control, man. You just lose control. Alcohol can make you to lose control and all of those things. And not everyone, please don't misunderstand me. Not every woman behave kabi uma bephuzile. Not all, but there are some. abahlulwa utshwala. So umuntu ubone behavior yakhe uthi this is out of control now, and yena by the time I say out of control akekho aware ukuthi it's actually the spirit now that's taking over, sleeping with different men maybe at that club. Aphinda hambe nomunye mhlawumbe uselele nabantu abawu-2 at the club mase phinde hamba nomunye, umuntu ovela abe out of control nje, out of nowhere, just ubone nje ne-personality yakho isishintsha, and you're trying so hard to change that, you're trying so hard not to do those things, but something pushes you to do that, so you're out of control now. So yeah, shame. There are people who will acknowledge it. I don't like doing this, but there's something that keeps on pushing you to do this. It's an influence. It's not always the influence of I'm talking about those who possess the marine spirit. It's an influence of that spirit, that kind of spirit. Those ones, the way they used to lure men even in the oceans and give them a beautiful voice, sing, they're beautiful and everything, and suddenly they'll change and they'll feed whatever the purpose might be, whether it's the soul, whether the blood they want from those men, the spirit knows. It's the nature of the spirit will understand. And then you get that dark also. Another disadvantage is the dark influence of the marine spirits. Remember, there are bad ones as well, whereby some marine spirits are bad, leading to destructive behavior, violence, and harm to yourself and others, as I explained before. They can make you to harm other people. They can make you to harm yourself as well. So there is a disadvantage of having those bad marine spirits. Then another disadvantage is its emotional distress. Okay, the internal struggle can, when you're having that internal struggle, not understanding what is going on, it can lead you to emotional distress, anxiety, and depression, where you find yourself, you under a lot of pressure, you find yourself depressed, anxiety, you can't even take yourself out of that. You're miserable. Your life is a mess. You're miserable. That's a disadvantage of this, because now it's the confusion. It's the internal struggle of not understanding who is it. My thoughts, is someone influencing me? Is it someone bewitching me or anything? When you suddenly change your character, when you're seeing a lot of change or things that you can't control anymore, you get distressed, especially if you feel that I do not want to do this. Especially when you're possessing a spirit. When that spirit is taking over, you will feel you love what you're doing. But when the spirit is no longer in control, you will but I don't like doing this. Why am I doing this? Then you must see that tug of war, that it's not your own thoughts, it's not your own feelings, it's not your own doing, but an influence from the bad spirit. And also, so all of those things, they will bring stress, anxiety, depression in your life, obviously. Okay, so another disadvantage is there are people who become dependent on the spirit's influence, dependency. That is leading to the loss of yourself and decision-making abilities, because there are people who won't want to think them for themselves anymore. There are people who won't want to take their own decisions now. They constantly reliant on the spirit's decisions. They're reliant on the spirits, whatever into asuke sefuna ukuyenza ngaye, always ifanele yena aqala tholi authority kuyena ukuthi uthini, whether it's good thing, whether it's a bad thing, but yena usedepende ku-spirit. Kanti the good spirits, they do back off and make you to take your own decisions. They make you to grow yourself as well without being dependent on them, because you are a human being at the end of the day. You are a person. You must be able to make decisive decisions. You must be able to grow yourself as well without any outside influence. So there are people who will fully depend on the spirits. They can't do anything. It's like it's like a possession. If you have seen people like that, it's like they're being possessed with something. Even if you tell them, no, they'll be like, no, I'm not going to do anything. The spirit didn't tell me you must do it. So if the spirit says don't go to work today, then that person is not going to work today. There are people, trust me, in this line of healing, I've seen a lot of people where I had to heal, where I had to, help for this spirit not to take full control of their lives because they were not aware. Because when a person is doing all of those things, they're not aware that you're not supposed to allow this in your life. But they thinking, yeah, because I heard I have the spirit, I need to always know. But if it's a bad spirit and it's always making you to do bad things, then you must be careful of that. And you need to release yourself from that spirit. So abanye abantu, they don't want to. They want to fully depend on, and they love the bad things that they do. So it's essential to acknowledge that not all marine spirits are the same. Some can be good, offering you guidance, wisdom, protection, wealth, and a lot of things. And some can be bad, to lead you to harm to yourself and harm to others as well. So the burning question will be now, how do you distinguish between one's thoughts and the influence of the spirits? It can be challenging, but there are some strategies and there are some signs to consider. Okay, I'm not going to name all, but I'm just going to name a few of the sign and some strategies on how do you distinguish the difference between your own thoughts and the influence of the spirits. Okay, let's talk about the signs that may indicate that this is an influence from the spirits, like unfamiliar thoughts and emotions. Okay, if you're experiencing thoughts and emotions that feel foreign or something that is unlike your usual self, this could be a sign of a marine spirit. As I said, when I was explaining that, you will suddenly see yourself shifting, you will see your behavior shifting, you will see that we were never this person, but the spirit is making me to be there. All of those things that it's unlike you to do, then you're suddenly seeing yourself doing unusual, maybe excessive drinking. You never used to be like that. Yes, there are marine spirits who will make you to be like that, because once you drunk, there's something that they'll make you to do, in order for them to jabulisa bona, in a way. Guys, when I talk of marine spirits, I can talk about them the entire day, because there is a lot of spirits out there, and they will make you to behave in a lot of ways. So once you see that man, this thought or this feeling or this desire, it's unlike me, it's unlike your usual self, then it could be an influence of the spirit. And also the intent, when you're having the thoughts or feeling of agency or intensity, if your thoughts or your emotions feel particularly intense or urgent, it may be the influence of the spirit. Remember when I explained previously, when I said they can influence you into good things as well, not only bad things, but there are good spirits who can influence you into good things. Hence I said, maybe there was something you were too lazy to do, or not too lazy, or you're just tired, or you gave up. But the spirits will make you have that sense of energy, agency, because they know that this is the time where things are aligning for you. And also as well, the agency can be there's danger coming for you, and they are warning you ukuthi hey bo, kunengozi ezayo kanje kuwena, do this one. That agency where that mina, if it's my thoughts, I will never attend to whatever agent in, then it's an influence. Remember, influences are good and bad at the same time, and then not all influences are there to harm us. Some influences are there to merely guide us and teach us. Okay, so and others is to harm ourselves and harm people. Depends on the nature of your spirit as well. Another sign could be contradiction with your values. Okay, when you sing, as I explained, that you sing, this is not me, man, I wouldn't be doing this. Why? When the thought or the feeling or the desire, it contradicts with your values, it contradicts with your emotions, and in your moral, it could be a sign of a negative influence. that's definitely a negative influence, because it's making you to change your personality, your morals, your moral code, your values, and it's really going against who you are. It's really going against what you want. When you're having that sense or emotions, that the feeling or the desire of something that you don't even have interest in, but you're suddenly seeing yourself. That's a bad influence. That's a sign of a bad influence. Okay, so you having those signs you're seeing. I'm not going to explain them all. You're seeing all of those signs and everything. Are you going to choose to ignore them or engage with the spirit's influence? So you need to understand and evaluate the spirit's intentions. Is it a sense, if you sense that the spirit is doing is pushing you to the right direction, then it means you need to engage, because at the end of the day, this is for your own personal growth and development, and whatever personal gain that you need to gain from that, or your family or people around you or whoever. It really depends on the situation. Then you can engage. But however, if you feel that the spirit's influence is negative or harmful, then you need to distance yourself from others, and if necessary, seek protection. Okay, you need to have protection strategies, tools, and everything that's going to protect you from the spirit, because you cannot have a spirit that is not aligning with your values or your goals, because at the end of the day, it will harm you, because it's not there for good intentions. It's just there to actually gain from you. So those are all of the things that you need to be careful of. So if a bad spirit, you're sensing all those signs of a bad spirit, seek help, Bantwana Bedlozi, so you can get rid of that spirit, because you can never, ever live with such a spirit, because it's not a good thing. Because at the end of the day, trust you me, it will harm you. But other than that, a good spirit, you need to foster a positive relationship with your spirit. You need to do that, because at the end of the day, it means the spirit is there for good intentions. So you must also always foster that good relationship with that spirit. So, bantwana bedlozi, there's a lot of things engingazidiscuss mina lana on my videos, because kunabantu abafike balalele mase bezozenza mina umuntu ahambe enza ama-teachings lapha, ngoba trying to get people, mase umuntu kufanele amsize amhile useyahluleka, because they're busy scamming people out there. So there are things ezisuke zi-kinda crucial or secretive that I don't discuss in these YouTube videos. But in the pre-recorded sessions where you purchase the full version of these videos, where I give you rituals on protection, rituals, what do you do? I give you more signs. I give you a better understanding of bad spirits and good spirits. So I don't talk much about it. I just to share that tiny knowledge where I can. But if you want like a deeper understanding, you will get those YouTube videos. They're quite long too. They're not short as these. They're very long also. So just to add, before I close on this video, just maybe about 5 points. When you have a marine spirit, when you possess a marine spirit, okay, firstly, the crucial thing is to understand the spirit's nature. You need to research and understand the spirit's characteristics, intentions, and requirements. How do you do that? The spirit will tell you. Now, emotions, feelings, and your thoughts and everything, then you begin. The spirit will show you through your dreams as well. In your dreams, you're drinking blood, you're seeing you killing people, you're hurting people, then you need to know. The spirit is showing you what kind of a spirit it is. But if you're seeing yourself in your dreams, you see Zabando, you're seeing yourself, or you're seeing yourself, wealthy, you now seeing yourself wealthy in your dreams and everything, then the spirit is showing you. The spirit will forever show you in your dreams that the nature of they are. Then you learn from that. So it's very important to understand and set boundaries. Establish a clear boundary in communication with the spirit, and also the needs and expectations. Remember, isikhathi masekufanele ukuthi when you had that journal where you wrote all your things and you said, okay, every blah blah blah, I'm connecting with the spirit. Then you must make sure you set that boundary. No one must disturb you. Nothing must come through. Lomgani who call you, let's go out tonight, and yet it was a day when you going to according to your calendar, and then you'll be like, no, tomorrow. trust you me, that's gonna hurt you. That's gonna harm you. Ngoba usuwenza into. The minute when you write on that calendar, on that journal, the spirit is seeing what you're doing, okay? And then they're gonna test ukuthi wena, are you able to put up, to keep up to your promises? So mase su receive a phone call, hey asambe, sendaweni ukuthi let's go out for lunch, let's go out for dinner, let's go and distress, or whatever the case. Wasupuma, you've broke that boundary now. Obukade suyisetile for yourself in connecting with the spirit, because remember this was kati where you both connect. So if ubona abangani sekubona ba more important, whoever lo suke keep it out of line, or when suddenly you feel lazy that day, then it means you broke the boundary, and that's not going to end well. And then you need to maintain control, develop strategies to maintain control for yourself, ensuring that the spirit's influence align with your values and your goals, okay? Ziningi indlela ongenza ngazo lapho ukuthi maintain control, because khona ezinye izinto osuke usuyibona ukuthi no, osuke usuyibona ukuthi you're not yourself. No, this is not my own doing, as I said. So funa ke indlela to control yourself ngazo zonke lezi indlela, because at the end of the day you have values, you have goals, bantwana betongo, that you need to maintain now as a person. So musa kuvuma ukuthi kube khona umoya omubi keep her out of that, because at the end of the day that is your life, that is who you are. Ngoba now sonke sinama values, sinama goals singabantu. So maintain leyo control and develop ama strategies as well ukuthi uhlale uyimaintainile lento. How do you do that? Connect with your spirit. Khuluma ngalezi ezi-right, connect. Nje hlale uconnecta with your spirit. You will forever maintain all of those things. And then also you need to seek guidance from ama spiritual leaders, abantu aba spiritually gifted, ama healers, a lot of people who do give guidance, because if ever you're suffering to connect with your spirit, you'll get a frustration, because manje align, understand, you don't know the nature of your spirit. You have a bad spirit, and then you need to get rid of that bad spirit. Ningahlali nama spirit angekho right, because they are destroying you, bantwana betong. So seek help from abanye abantu abakwazi, but get a person who will see ukuthi you align with that person, omuzwa ngaphakathi ekuyena that the spirit is choosing to assist you. Ungahambi noma ubani. That one person, that omzwayo wena ngaphakathi, the one that you feel, then that person is the one that is chosen by the spirit. Then that person will be able to assist you and give you guidance as to how can you connect, how do you align with your spirit. Also, what is important is to respect your spirit. Treat your spirit with respect and give offerings where you can, or acknowledgement. It really depends on the nature of your spirit. Acknowledge your spirit. Say acknowledge ukuthi it's there in your life. It's there for a good purpose. I'm talking about the good ones. Acknowledge the spirit. Do rituals to acknowledge the spirit if there should be any rituals done. And give offerings. It depends on the nature of your spirit as well. Which offering can you give? But treat your spirit with respect so that you can align. When you respect your spirit, they will respect you. They will never say no to things that you like as well. Other than that, they will assist you in ensuring that, you get everything you want. They treat you like gold, man. The spirits will treat you like gold. They'll be too defensive. They will love you from earth to the moon and back. Just when you respect them. Respect their space. If you have their space in your home where you call on them, respect. Clean their space. Keep it clean. When you are needed to go to the ocean, go to the ocean. So you're always aligning, you connecting with the spirit, but always respect the spirit. If you want the spirit to respect you, you must treat the spirit with respect. Bantwana betongo, I will end there. I hope this will be very beneficial for some of you who have been struggling, and maybe there will be who will see that, amen, they have a bad spirit, but they were not aware, and then don't stay with the bad spirit. Don't stay with the bad spirits. Get rid of it, because it's destroying you.